And I'm having a little paint time today and having a little fun. So I've got this little bit of Sherwin Williams Color to go in the navy left. And I think it's going to be just enough to cover this 12-inch round. And I've got some interesting colors to put down. Not a lot of them, just something really kind of cohesive with the in the navy. So I'm going to get lots of paint bloops and dried bits in this, I'm sure. So let me get it down. Oh yeah, I'm going to have plenty. Yep. I think I'm just going to swoosh it around a little bit just so that I can see the ridges from what's going to be skins, that stuff. I find that when I don't slide the paint around, I miss those things. And I just mix this so it's kind of bubbly. And shockingly, that is the only dried paint booger that I see. It looks really good. So yeah, I just gave it a heck of a mix because I haven't touched it in a while. So, for my colors, I have got this Little Piggy from the new release, Aquamarine, and this is the last of it. So I do need to get in gear and do an order. This Little Piggy Seaglass, Amsterdam Prussian Blue, a bloop of something in there, and Amsterdam Phthalo Green. So it should be interesting to see how this comes out. And I'm going to use my deep gold cell activator so I can use that up and mix some fresh. And I got to think about what I'm going to do because I'm not sure yet. I think that I would like the sea glass on the bottom. And do I want to do, no, I don't have any luck with bloom vines, so I'm gonna nix that idea. So just get a bit of sea glass down here and go for it. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do real quick is move this out so I don't get my dried paint ridge. It seems to be more prevalent on MDF for some reason than on canvases. I can get away with not smushing the paint out on canvases sometimes, especially in the winter here in Vegas, because there's a little bit more moisture in the air. But I'm finding that on MDF, that is not the case. All right, so we've got our sea glass down. And, yep. Nope, I'm going to do, probably regret this, but I'm going to do the Prussian Blue because it is a deeper version of In the Navy. And then the aquamarine, because I like how the aquamarine shows up on that Prussian Blue. Get a little bit up here above the sea glass. And then we will do the phthalo green. This is kind of thick. I think I need to thin it just a teeny bit. I don't need one thick paint causing a problem. Oh, much better. All right, that's it for the colors. Gonna use my handy dandy little Wazer blow dryer on high. And I'm gonna get this cell activator down. That's just about the end of that one. Here we go. everything. I want to retain some of my smaller cells down here in the gold because they will open up as I spin it out. Ooh, that's so pretty. That was unexpected. And I'm going to lose it, of course. See that little area right there? Oh, and I got one popping up there. So pretty. Not going to keep it, though. It's coming off. Just walking it up. Making sure I have everything going in the direction that I need it to. And ready to spin. Oh, I had plenty of pillow. There is no doubt about that. Need to see if that's a bubble or a bloop. Oh, just a bubble. I'm hitting everything suspicious so that it doesn't make tracks in my design. And off goes that pretty surprise. And I don't want to lose this, so just going to tilt some more, shifting that paint weight upward. Got a bloop right there. Oh, dried paint bit. I don't trust that. I think that is something. Didn't pull anything out, so. All right. Oh my goodness, as the paint thins, more and more dried bits are showing up. I have another one right there. And I cannot leave those. There is something there and it just isn't evident. All right, I'm going to check and see how much paint I have left on here because it's reaching a point where I really don't want to spin too much more. You do, however, need to get these edges completely wet before I spin again. All right, let's see what we have. I don't see much for movement. I'm going to give it one more spin and call it good. The glow being cast by the aquamarine. Oh, it is stunning. That's my favorite pigment. It is my very favorite of all pigments and of all TLPs. I love how this gold broke up. Quite beautiful. All right, I'm going to call that done. And I'm going to bring you in for a close-up. Okay, I decided to leave this one right on the messy spinner because I've got to clean up a spot to set it down and put a box over it to dry. But just look at those crazy cells with the seaglass and the ultramarine. So pretty. And then it gets really amazing when you start looking out over the edges. So pretty. Oh my goodness, look at the lines. Gosh, she's beautiful. Love it. I cannot wait to see this one dry. This might be one of my new favorites. All right, I'll bring you back when it is dry. Okay, so it's dry, but if you will notice, see those ridges? And the pits, I have truly never had that happen before. The big one there. And an odd ridge in kind of a semicircle. I didn't leave a ton of paint on. And it didn't crack anywhere. But that's so strange. I know the resin will take care of any texture. And the color's dried beautifully. It looks really good. But it's really interesting. I've never had that happen before. So anyways, that was fun. This is a beautiful bloom. I do love it. And I'm going to get this resined up and get it sold. Guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you. Hope you have a great week, and I will be back soon.